That's it. Good. No. Down. Go. Good. Good. No. Good. Just gonna play around here a bit. See what kind of works for him. Doesn't. No. Down. Good. That's good. Good. No. Good. That's good. Like that. Down. You do it laying down now. You're so healthy. See how I have my hand on his leash right here? No. Down. Good. I'm just gonna play around with the front paws for our session today, most likely. See what he got with it. And again, we may need to go put the muzzle on. We'll see who he is. No, down. So I don't want him starting to think it's a game. So once I start like going back and forth between paws and he's like getting upset, we're just gonna say NO and correct this the second time he does it. No. No. Good. Good. And again, we're marking with good. Good is our signal that he's doing the right thing, and we're gonna pay him if he keeps doing it. We can pay him with food on good if we want. No, down. I'm just keeping things nice and patient. Good. 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 Again, good means we like that. And we're gonna pay him. No. Good. Good. And we're just kind of increasing that criteria by making it a little bit more, putting a little more pressure on him by touching the paw in different ways, all these different things, right? And so he responds well to that correction at the moment from me, but that's something we're going to want to work on because his owner, he's not going to have that response with his owners most likely, at least not right away. Good. 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 And we're trying to keep it to a certain threshold before he starts the nipping and the biting, right? Because we want to keep it so it's like not getting to that point. Because every time he does it, I kind of, I have to let go of his paw to correct it, etc. So we just want to be successful as much as we can with this. So kind of gauging that, and that's where the experience comes in, is being able to gauge like where that threshold is for each dog. You can kind of feel it, you can read the dog and see the look on their face when each time you do these repetitions with them, right? So like even there, I see him like moving his paw around, so I know already we're gonna have to take it back a little bit. Down. No. Down. He's distracted because we have one of our trainers going past here. Good. And again, I don't want to play a game with him there. That was almost a game. Good. No. Good. Good. Okay. No. Down. Down. Good. That was actually okay though, right? I probably, again, I gave the threshold a little wrong. I could have had a better timing with it. I don't want him dancing his paws and stuff around like that. I'd really like to see him giving me that paw a little more willingly. So we'll see if we can get that as we go here. And now, again, we may just end up having to correct some of that. This, like, pushing his head into me. Good. 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 And again, that good is a soft tone of voice, right? Nothing too exciting. No, down. Hey, down. We'll just wait for the dogs to go past. Good. Good. No, down. Ideally, the least distracting environment is going to be best for this at first, right? Good. 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 And you can feel him like twitching a little bit and stuff, right? So that's how I know he's getting close to that threshold. But again, there's a point where we do have to work him kind of past that threshold too, and that's where the balancing act comes into this kind of thing. So knowing where that's going to be. Good. Good. But what we don't want to do, good, is add like too much pressure too fast. We don't want to fight him. We don't want to be using too much restraint in this process. My hands are very, very soft while I'm doing this, and soft hands is the key with this. Very, very gentle. There's times where we do need to be add a little bit more pressure with that, but we need to gauge that accordingly. Now, looking at his nails and just seeing how long they are, I am going to start with clippers before I do any dremeling or anything like that. I would probably use the Dremel to finish them off, but these are very long. Back over here. When our trimmer's open, he's probably seen those before, so that might add a whole new level of complexity. Let's sit down and good. Good. Okay, let's go back in. Good. He's doing great with that. Good. Infection can work too. You don't always need to use food for every repetition with this, especially if you have a nice soft dog like this, an affectionate dog. Good. So come back in. Good. Again, not like jerk. Like if he moves his paw away like that, I'm not racing him to grab it and try to catch it. Right? That's gonna make this much more difficult than it needs to be. Good. Good. I'll just take the clipper and touch the nail. Nothing major to start with here. Very small increments when we're doing this. Small increments. Good. Take the clipper. Now again, if he starts getting that, like the panic kind of thing, right, we can settle that down a bit, right? These are, nope, down. A little bit of negative reinforcement if we need to, a pop in the prong collar. And just show him, hey, we don't need to do that. It's all good. Good. See, he just needs to be guided through this stuff, right? And there's different approaches with every dog. I'm not saying every dog is going to be like this, but again, he's given a daycare attendant stitches while having his nails done. So he's bit people bad for this kind of thing. So this is something that he does struggle with, but he struggles with it, but people struggle with how to do it properly too. That's the other big part of it, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Good. You can tell he's a bit stressed about it, but good. But he's doing really good. So I'm sure this is the best. I'll ask his parents, but I'm sure this is the best he's ever done with this kind of process. So I'm sure that usually it's a bit more of a fight than that. Hey, buddy, not so much fun, is it? Okay, we're gonna do another one here. I'm just gonna take it slow. Now, I will say though, his nails are super hard, so it's tough to use these clippers with some of these nails. Now, some of these nails on this foot too are not nearly as long as the ones on this foot. So let's go over to this foot with the clippers since we have them down. Let's see what we can do. Good. Good. Now keep in mind we haven't done much handling with these. So, oh, look at that. That's insane. No, down. So again, not ideal for him to back up, but his nails are so hard there that even on that one there, like I was able to clip it luckily, but he pulled up at the moment I clipped it, so it's probably a little rougher for him than it needed to be. Good. And that was partially I think because these clippers kind of suck, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie about that. I don't think they're the best. So now we may have to do a little bit of resetting because he got a little upset with that. Okay, good. Good. It didn't hurt him or anything, but it was definitely like, oh, good. Good. So just doing a little bit of a reset, taking it back a couple steps in our process. Okay. Okay, we'll go into this one. Good. And he jumps away. He gets a little spooked by the noise. That's okay. Down. No, down. Just taking it slow. And if he keeps kind of breaking out of the down, right? No. No. Down. We'll use a little bit of an increase in that negative reinforcement. I'm backing that down. Good. Good. We'll add some more frequent reinforcement. And again, like, probably kind of hard to see. No, down. To see his nails from this angle on the camera. They are. No, come on. Just gonna slow it down a bit. They are long now. They're very long. So, good. do we got? He's doing pretty good with this. He's not nippy. He definitely is uncomfortable with it. Doesn't get very nippy. Hey, down.
I'm gonna take. Has Rue had a morning session?
No.
I'm gonna take her just flip over.
No, Rue, Rava, and Grizz all technically still need to do something. Oh, he's doing really good.
I'll start with Rue and then we can discuss after you're done.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the two paws that's kind of getting him. So, or the two hands in the paw club. So just take it slow. Good. No, down. Down. Good. And in this situation, right? No, down. No, down. And in that situation, I don't want to really yank his paw away from me because that seems to be his go-to for that. But again, I'm not using like a lot of like pressure. No, down. Good. Not using a lot of pressure to restrain him. No, down. No. Down. Good. No, down. Good. Good. See, that's where you get that little bit of a fight there, right? You gotta remain kind of calm. Know how to read the dog and like feel them out through that process sometimes. Good. I'll see what we can do. Good. 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 He's definitely cautious with this paw, more so than the other one, I'd say. And I almost think you can tell that because the way that the nails were so much longer on these ones. Good. So that's insane. Good. Very good. That's so good. 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 And again, we just gotta get an eye for it. Down. Oh, you look at that paw. Look at the bottom. You can look at the top, not the bottom. Okay. So if he starts kind of burning his head off, we just want to be careful with that. And I am trying to get an idea of where the roots are. Hey. Down. The nail root is there. Real quick. No, down. No. Down. Good. That's not really a full down. Down. You're making it window fine. Good. Down. No, down. Good. No. So I just don't want any of the skin on. I'd like to have his nails over the end of the bed. Good. Hey, no. 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 Good. Good. And again, making sure we're still keeping that reinforcement up. So the reinforcement lacks a little bit there, and you can see he starts to get maybe a little bit frustrated with it. That's okay. We'll work through this. It's only our first time doing this, so first to take it. Good. 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 It really amazes me how hard those nails are, or how dull these clippers are. And these are brand new clippers, so I don't know if you've tried it. Good. Oh, we're good. Down. No, down. Good. See, that got him a little worked up. But again, it really does have to do partially too with either the hardness of his nails or the quality of these clippers, because it should not be that big of a struggle. And so that doesn't make it easier when you have bad equipment like that. So that's just a little note there. So that's where, you know, you can go over the Dremel. Down. No, down. But I'm not going to do that today. Is this going to be our... No. this is gonna be our first session with this, our first step. We're gonna see if we can just get one more little clip in, and we'll call it good. Please. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Down. I'd rather him be laying down. May not want that. No. Down. And again, not letting him put his paw up on me like that too. That's a big one. No. Down. Down. A big one for me to prevent with him. Down. I'm gonna get one more in. I'm gonna call that good. Even if we don't actually trim it, just keep them in. Good. Down. Down. Good. Good. Down. Down. Good. Down. Down. No. Down. Good. Good. See, he kind of thinks that getting out now is part of that game. It's like, not letting him in. Hey. Just go.
No!
It's Grizz. Good. Good boy. That's great. And that's almost too quick. No. Oh. Good. Be quite good about it. Good. You got that. Hold on. That's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. He did pretty good.